Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, did all my research. I'm figuring out how I want to start seeing this stuff. So I did a lot of work online. I used most of the original Great Northern Route, of course with the photos of modern age. So I'm just going to try to assume that they're probably pretty close to the same as far as scenery detail and stuff like that. As you can see here, I'm thinking, well, I don't want to do a winter scene, but this is just an idea of what I'm thinking around this bend. And I think that should fit perfect. So I'm just going to kind of walk through the layout and give you some ideas of what I'm thinking as far as scenery. Right here is Skyhomish. They have a little yard. If you want to get a little closer up here. So I'm thinking maybe I can tie that into this somehow. So I thought that worked perfect. Let's cruise around the other side of the layout here. Alright, we were talking about the river scene, and anyway, so I went through some photos, and I'm starting to look at colors of the river, talus, basically rock dimensions, and I found this photo here, which has basically the idea of what I'm looking for, except of course I'll have the double track main over here, but with the river, so I mirrored it. Let's flip it around. And this is what I'm getting. If you can see in the photo, if I can set this up correctly without it falling over, is the river actually kind of bends out and around where it kind of disappears. So I'm thinking that I'm just going to do the same thing. Just kind of make it disappear. And so I'm thinking it'll just kind of be a nice little stage, if you will, a nice little photo stage. Yeah. And then I also found what I thought would be perfect. I couldn't believe how perfect this photo was. But if you look at this, with that, look at that, around the bend, going around, and then bam, around the bend, going around. I think I'm going to try to do an exact replica of this exact photo. So, there's that. And then I'm still debating on if I want to do the Cascade Tunnel right here, where you're going to have this scene kind of cover up over here, and then have the mountain kind of run into this scene. So I'm thinking Cascade Tunnel. I'm gonna have to do some real modeling work and probably scratch build the tunnel entrance, but I think it'll be well worth it. So there's that for you. Then my final product, is how good is that gonna look? Right here where the river scene is. I think that should just tie in beautifully. Look at that. I can just do it like that. Look at that. See my river scene here? Bam! Damn, that's going to look good. So I'm thinking that's what I'll do. And then even the sides of the mountains here, you can see it's exactly what I want to do in this area. Where you got kind of the low-level rocks, tons of forestry, and then a nice big mound basically right here, and you can see that in a photo. And then I'll just continue around, and then with this photo we can just kind of work on cutting down and then gradually beginning up on the slope here. As you can see, let's pull the photo closer, right through here, see how it comes down, and then I can just start working up, and I think that'll just be key to what I'm trying to do. So anyway, it's kind of a longer video than I normally would, and those are just some ideas, got some photos, things that cross in my head, and I think I'm going to try to stick with that. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you again.